NBA 2K League is back. Season 1 champion, Knicks Gaming get their rings. The competition is heating up.
Now they go to breadwinner in the corner. That's the dagger.
And the intensity is rising. And Charlotte's got next in Season 3.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. Fellas, it is always
Growing up, it wasn't no joke. Remember, all we had was hope. All we did was soap. No detergent, wasn't no soap. I caught on to mind violence. Had to, I had to grow. Thought she asked if I could see, but she really wasn't. I've been stepped on, pushed over. I've been only battle police with my handcuffs. I've been spinning. Smell of fall over. Know you got it with it. In the backseat of the car.
The skyline of Orlando seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. It's an Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the 76ers come in. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, Ben Simmons grew up playing Australia.
And David, he is not shy about contact at all. Thanks. You know, when you're watching top-flight teams see web like these face off, you can feel the buzz in the building. I know you're a guy that loves the emotion and the passion, and you personally feed off that so well.
Oh, yeah, and the fans feel it, players feel it, commentators feel it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you love the game, this is one you want to be a part of, baby.
Buckle in! Isaac kicks to Grant. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Pass to Jay. Vucevic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The free throw drops for Vucevic. Well, see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
Well, it starts with the Embiid. You know, he's talking junk out there, and think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Simmons is out there with Smith. Then it's Durant. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Green in at the 4. The three-pointer no good. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at Philadelphia. They're still holding tough in that 5th position. Still trying to climb the ladder.
And right now for the Magic, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And he needs to get himself under control here. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Joel Embiid. Smith on the wing. 9 points last game out. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the night. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Green.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
Jay, guarded by Green.
Guys, you got to respect the activity level of Isaac, a young mobile big who knows how to keep plays alive.
Fournier against Smith. Here's Simmons. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And he'll take that. The nice, easy mid-range jumper. First bucket of the day.
That's all you want. It's a good shot to get yourself in a rhythm. But for him, he's going to want a lot more than that to come. And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. I mean, he's come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
Johnson, Vucevic with the block, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Philadelphia with the ball, off the inbound. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. And with Brown, he has the trust of the players because they have gone through the same trying times.
And let's not undervalue the stability of this group. Having a coach like Coach Brown, who has been through the ups and downs with the Sixers, it makes players play that much harder for him.
He kicks to Smith. Johnson outside. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It goes on Jaren Grant.
What about the speed and the muscle Simmons has? I mean, it makes defenders nervous, if you ask me. Such a difficult matchup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. You know, you watch Ben Simmons play, and it isn't a surprise, Chris, that he's a threat to go off for a triple-double every time he suits up.
Simmons is going to have a lot of triple-doubles in his career. Great size and a knack for the ball when it comes to rebounding.
The basket good off the assist from Durant. Simmons got 7 points.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
He gets it in there.
Oh, he gets in a good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
The 76ers trailing. Smith outside. Johnson left side. Durant kicks to Smith. Outside Durant, 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and it's Green missing.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
And that basket is in there from Jay. Jay's got his third basket of the night right there. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. You know, certain teams, Chris, look fantastic during the regular year, but once they get to the playoffs, they really struggle. They can't seem to find themselves. Why is that? Well, the 76ers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Well, with Embiid, the only thing that is going to slow him down or has slowed him down so far, C-Webb, is injuries.
You know, people forget that Embiid would have been the top pick in his draft if he was fully healthy. I mean, too often do great big men have their careers derailed because of injuries. Embiid, though, I think Embiid has overcome his rough patch of health. I mean, I think he's going to be a monster as long as he stays on the floor.
Taking a look at the 76ers, McRae is out there with Franklin. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Fultz in at the 1 spot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Heat was a man on a mission. He finished with 30 points, and boy, was he active on defense. He had steals and blocks on that side of the ball. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. And he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Gordon. Fournier's checked in for Ross. And it's Grant in for Augustine. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Durant. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
It doesn't take a lot of time for Durant to get his shot off. He's so excellent in the mid-range.
Here's Jay. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Simmons dishes to Smith. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 2 points. That one goes. 15 points for Ben Simmons.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
The shot's good from Jay.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Smith the pass to Green. Simmons with it. He had 19 points in the win against Cleveland.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Stolen away. And the shot is long.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
To the inside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter. 1:32 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Jay, and he drops it in from the low post. Jay's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for Orlando. Pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, Kev, it could be. Take a great defensive play. Follow it up with a big-time dunk. That'll always get a team fired up.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, and they played more than just a supporting role. I mean, without their points, it would have been tough to get that role.
Amir Johnson's checked in for the 76ers. Lamb comes in for Smith.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. To the paint, here's Green, and Green slams it in.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Philadelphia. The Magic shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Fultz, he's checked in for the 76ers. He hits the second from the line.
Well, think back to when Ben Simmons was first drafted as the top pick in 2016. Everyone knew he could be a playmaker as a small forward. But really, he functions fully as a point guard when he's out on the floor.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk, really like watching him sky up for those. And 2 for 1, that's what they'd like to get right now.
Yeah, this could come down to the correct play call, but let's see what they do right here.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. Johnson kicks to Lamb. And here's Fultz. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game. Five seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Jay, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Orlando shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That free throw good from Jay. He hits both from the stripe. And so we wrap up the first half. Magic lead by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
Yeah, the kind of leadership he provides, the pinpoint passing, we saw it all there on display in that first half.
Well, as a finisher, you're expected to play in that kind of environment because you know you could get the ball at any time.
They've got Jonathan Isaac. Vucevic is out there with Jay. Then there's Grant, and it's Fournier in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
You got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
The 76ers trail by 8. Smith surveying the D, and Simmons slams it in.
Demonstrating how fast he is. Simmons enjoys going up to hammer home the alley-oop.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Chris, there are a lot of players offensively in this league who do certain things, just the nuances that create contact and draw fouls and get themselves to the line, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. When I think of fouls, I think of James Harden. If I was a big man in the league today, I would have nightmares about this guy because he gets to the free throw line almost upwards of 10 times a game. His Euro step, his way to put his elbow up, he baits you to reach in, and then there's the presence of mind to be so quick that once you put your hand in the cookie jar, it's like your little brother telling you, "Ma," and you get in trouble. And that's what he does. He makes sure that the ref sees you getting that contact, you getting the foul. And how about DeMar DeRozan, what he does and being so strong, attacking the hole, and DeMarcus Cousins inside using his big body in the post. Those come to mind the quickest, using their skill set to draw fouls on other players, because there's an art to it.
Rebound by the Magic.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Here's Jay. Green with the rebound.
Wow, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found their mark. It's been a good start for them.
Smith finds Simmons. Here's Jay. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Green breaking loose. Durant, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
That one finds the mark on target from Jay.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The 76ers trail by 12, and Philadelphia calls time here. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues, and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vlade or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues. Just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, do not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Embiid comes up empty down low, and it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Inside, here's Simmons. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Gordon. That shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No good from Jay.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Fultz kicks to Durant. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And it's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
You just feel like it's going in. Durant has a lethal-looking stroke from beyond the arc.
No good from Ross. The 76ers trail by 11. Now the pass to Durant. Left block shot on the way. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. DJ Augustine picks one up. For Philadelphia, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. That's good from Durant.
And the winning...
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. They kick it out to Green. Passes it to Lamb. Smith outside. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Well, yeah, you want to save your best for last. The guys on these teams know that.
Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Green. Fultz is out there with Smith. Then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Vucevic against Embiid, and it's Vucevic missing. Now the 76ers with it. They're rolling here with a 9-point run, and Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Simmons, he's checked in for Fultz. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th, and Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Back to Smith. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got 25 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the left side wing. Isaac passes to Jay. Kicks it to Vucevic. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
The Magic making a switch here. Grant's checked in. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Sixers.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Shoots over Vucevic. Embiid, no good. Orlando leading by 7. It's Fournier on the wing. Pass to Jay. Back to Fournier. Here's Jay. It's good. Jay's got 35 in the game.
He always wants to give him some numbers, and tonight he's giving him plenty.
Here's Embiid. Out of hand on it, and he gets it back. Simmons finds Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Grant will bring it up for the Magic. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And Philadelphia making a change here. Durant's checked in. Feeds to Vucevic. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Smith. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now just a 5-point Orlando lead.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
No good from Jay. Philadelphia has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. And it's Green missing. Magic leading by 5. Jay, the pass to Fournier.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line, shooting 2, Evan Fournier.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
A good league is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
And Simmons kicks to Durant. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 5. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Jay.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
That one goes. Count it. Jay's got 14 points here in the second half. The 76ers trail by 7. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. That one goes in.
How many clutch shots have we seen Durant hit? It's countless at this point, and he keeps adding to the total.
Isaac kicks to Fournier. Down low, Embiid with the steal. Teardrop shot. Offensive rebound. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
Timeout called, the 76ers. They're trailing by 5. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told him this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Durant. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Orlando now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Count it.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
He kicks to Embiid. Simmons finds Durant. Smith outside. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
it up with it sometimes. Try to get a corner.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV. I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. Season 2 of the NBA 2K League has tipped off.
And of course,
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Fans, don't forget to come out to the... Fans, don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway day. Come to the game, bring the family, and get a free Stuff the Magic Dragon bobblehead. And coming up, it's lunch bag. Point guard position at 6'3" number 22, Jared Grant. At the other guard position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 10, Evan Fournier. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 1, Jonathan Isaac. Number 9 center from USC, Nick Vucevic. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 13, Jay. A head coach for your team. Once again, your Orlando Magic.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Orlando Magic. And folks, Paul George will not be in the lineup, out with an injury.
Yeah, and since last game, when we saw him leave with that injury, the news appears to have gone from bad to worse. I mean, they're going to have to make do without this young man for a long time.
Wow, I mean, this is a huge blow to the team. Certainly a frustrating turn of events for him, just the opposite of what everyone was hoping for.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's McKnight in at the 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. This is a team that loves to run, and he really wants to see them do what they love. So transition ball should be the order of the day, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. These two teams, Doris, proficient at generating points through the post, down low, something that's become more and more difficult, it seems, in this league.
It's true, Kevin. The back-to-the-basket center that you play through is a rarity in today's NBA. And I think one of the things the league has got to be mindful of is cleaning up the post play, not allowing players who are big and physical and strong to be beaten on in the post the way they used to let Shaquille O'Neal be beaten on. If you've got a back-to-the-basket skilled center like a Joel Embiid, you should be able to play through him and showcase his skill set.
And as you know, it's so hard to officiate a big player. You mentioned O'Neal. He's got to be the most difficult guy to try to officiate.
That's exactly right. His strength is just imposing.
Unloads from 13. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. 9 feet out. That one wide left.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And he makes that one.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
High post, Cauley Stein. Pass to McKnight. Rebound by the Magic. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the story of that game was their terrific rhythm on the offensive end.
Right, you could tell they were in a groove all night. They looked comfortable, they didn't rush. It was gorgeous execution.
And it's the Thunder with the ball after the miss from Jay. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Thunder shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Thunder probably the best team in the league at creating extra opportunities.
And they do it in two ways, Kevin. They are a team that emphasizes offensive rebounds and forcing turnovers. So they make you feel them, and they make things happen with their activity.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Orlando, Gordon down low with Bamba next to him. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's Jay. He gets that one.
So aggressive, fighting his way through contact. Andre Robertson determined to score it there.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Shoots over Carroll. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Jay. Here's Bamba. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Schroeder kicks to Cauley Stein. Pass to Robertson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Schroeder surveying the floor. Clock at 6. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 4th rebound in this one. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the 76ers was outstanding. He had 43 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
I think that's the kind of game that carries over, and he'll have every chance to do it because I've got to believe he's their #1 option.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
Nice shot there by Bamba.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And for Coach Billy Donovan, the process of developing NBA players, Doris, has to be different than it was in college.
Oh, no doubt. At the pro level, many guys are making more money than you are. A lot of them have families. They've already grown into themselves. But to me, he still emphasizes the fact that great relationships with your players is important.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook comes in for Dennis Schroeder. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Carroll.
Well, the best thing there is how decisive DeMarre Carroll was. He's going to rise and fire as soon as he touches the ball.
Count that one from Isaac.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sharon Grant, he's checked in for Augustine. 1:30 left in the second quarter. Outside Westbrook. Down low, here's McKnight. McKnight, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Jay, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw good from Jay. Both free throws good from Jay.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Now here's Ellington, who's guarded by Fournier. Ellington the pass to Cauley-Stein. 5 to shoot. Ellington kicks to Westbrook. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Isaac. Magic leading by 5 to the wing right side. Grant gets a wide open look with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Grant's got his second bucket of the game to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Grant outside. The kick out to Westbrook. Second chance shot and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Oklahoma City, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Jay the pass to Vucevic, and he makes that one.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
And so it's Orlando holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Oh, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's McKnight in at the power forward position. Of course, when it comes to filling in the rest of a roster, the pieces around your star players, what qualities you think these teams are looking for, or would you be looking for in a role player?
Well, I think one of the first things you have to think about, or what are the best attributes of my stars? So is my star a great driver creator? Then I need to put great shooters around him to enhance his driving and playmaking abilities. But the other part of a role player is you've got to be willing to do the dirty work, to sacrifice the headlines and dig in on the defensive end, to absorb the best matchup of the opponent every night. And that means sometimes you're going to get scored on 5-6 times in a row. That's how good the offensive players in the league are. So there are many qualities, but those are just a couple off the top of my head, Kev. You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Inside. Fournier's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 8. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. The Magic. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's 10 points for Jay.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Diallo, covered by Reddick. Six to shoot. Here's McKnight, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Here's a look at some stats for Jay. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Second in scoring, second in steals, and he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Here's Diallo, covered by Reddick. Grant with the ball. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. And Bamba pulls it down. Here's Jay, off target with his 3. Thunder trailing by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Grant with the ball. Now defended by Jay. Here's McKnight. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The Magic have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. That free throw good from James. Evan Fournier's checked in for Orlando. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, trailing by 10. Grant outside. With the floater, and it's good on the layup. Grant's got 6 points.
Now, this guy is a high percentage shooter from this particular area. Because he can elevate off the floor, it's nice and efficient.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. .23 seconds left to play in the third. Schroeder passes to Diallo. Back to Schroeder. Knocked away. Kicks to Cauley-Stein. Here's Grant. Gordon with the defensive effort. And so it's Orlando holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Jay Fournier out there with Grant. Then it's Bamba, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Evan Fournier. On the wing, Ellington. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You must respect the strength of Russell Westbrook. Boy, even when you foul him, he can still finish.
For the Magic, Vucevic comes in for Bamba. And Isaac subbed in for Aaron Gordon. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Robertson, he's checked in. Thunder trailing by 10. Left side, Westbrook. Grant outside. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points. Isaac kicks to Vucevic. Grant the pass to Jay. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. 4-on-3 break. Here's Ellington. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Jay. Buries it from 3-point range. Jay's got 9 points now in just the second half. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He got into him pretty hard. He said, we are being way too soft in there. We need some toughness, and I need some defense. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thank you, David. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That will be foul number 5 on him. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. The pass to Carroll. Clock is at 3. Three-pointer.
Well, it helps to have the length and quickness of Evan Fournier to try to contest a shot. Really good job staying with his guy.
And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Passes it to McKnight. He dishes it to Robertson. He kicks to Westbrook. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Grant. Fournier in the corner. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot, and so far, he cannot.
Carroll passes to McKnight. We now have rules, Doris, that protect shooters from defenders stepping underneath them. But what about when the defender leaves his feet and the offensive player steps underneath and tries to draw the foul?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to look at is, okay, we certainly do not want the defender to have unnatural movements which place him underneath the feet of the shooter, because that's where injuries can happen. On the other side of the equation, and this has become problematic to me, you see far too many shooters either jump unnaturally outside of what should be a straight up and down shooting motion, or guys who kick their legs sideways in an attempt to draw contact and fall over. But Kev, this is where officiating is about feel, touch, and vision.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Magic leading by 11. Jay the pass to Fournier. Over to the wing. Isaac kicks to Grant. It's Fournier on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jay. The Magic again can't hit.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. And he has to take that long, slow walk.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
Locked and loaded. That's what I'm saying. Shots.
Thanks, guys. Now competition.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, their current
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.
We just play ball.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA. The NBA is up, and with pregame routines coming to an end.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Brad Stevens is one of the youngest coaches in the league.
All right, David. As we look ahead to the postseason, what shift do you think needs to be made mentally for these players, Clark, to be successful in the playoffs?
Yeah, you know, I think it's relatively simple, but it's profound. It's the attention to detail, the focus, the ability to absorb what's allowing you to win and then replicate it, or what's causing you to lose and then adjust and sustain that at both ends of the floor for the number of possessions you need to win the game. And that's really the challenge and the intensity of the playoffs, locking in and sustaining concentration, effort, and execution at the highest level so you have a chance to prevail.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics, Irving at point with Brown to his side. There at the backcourt. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. Shots good from Jay. And Boston has possession. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
You know, that 7'5" wingspan, the great hops, that's been there. But Williams' ability to put the ball up.
Wow! Are you? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Picked him clean. Back to Vucevic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Irving kicks to Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
You got to respect the basketball IQ of Tatum. I mean, when the defense is not guarding him tightly, he's going to shoot that ball off the catch.
Jay, and that one is stuffed right through.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Pass to Williams. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. And it's good, 2 points.
Gotta like how they've come out here. I mean, connecting on 4 of their first 5 shots, yes, that's good.
Down low, and stolen by Tatum. Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Orlando getting another chance here. Vucevic the pass to Jay. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Misses off the left iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And boy, Robert Williams, big athletic guy who just doesn't back down. Still polishing his game, polishing that skill set, but when he's focused, he's absolutely spectacular.
To the middle, here's Jay. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line, a big factor in the outcome.
Ditto that. When you give up this many points at the line, makes it a lot easier for the opposition.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Back to Brown. Hayward outside. Irving surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Hayward with the stuff.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
We've got Jay. Grant is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Jay in that last matchup against the Thunder was phenomenal. He scored 17 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. His big display illustrated exactly the kind of success this team has enjoyed this season. And Kevin will be looking for more of the same from them tonight.
Hey, David, thank you very much. What kind of carryover guys you think we'll see for him tonight?
Well, we know his confidence level has to be high coming into this game. Physically, he might be a little worn down, but mentally, he's got to be feeling very good.
And, you know, given his last game, guys, you have to believe he'll be the go-to guy for them again tonight. I mean, he'll have every opportunity to keep that hot streak going.
Grant, that's good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Irving finds Williams. Horford with it, now guarded by Vucevic. Tries it from 19. That shot off. And Orlando will come the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Grant, that's good.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Irving passes to Horford. He kicks to Brown. 1:51 left in the first half of basketball. And here we go. Fournier for 3. And Irving pulls it down. And it's Irving with the ball for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Williams with the ball. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Orlando. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Orlando out in front, up 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Jay displaying his skills today.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
And Greg, you know, to have a really good defense, you need that rim protector back there, and this guy was an absolute beast during that half.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Horford is out there with Williams, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. Head coaches obviously get the attention in all sports, Clark, but the assistants also play very big roles. How do you build chemistry as a coaching staff?
You know, I've never coached, but I've watched a lot of coaches. I think first and foremost, you appreciate your assistant coaches, and then you give them room to grow and develop as coaches. And you share with them the building of the team and the coaching of the team. And that, to me, I think, if you serve your assistant coaches as they're serving you, I think that's how you build the best chemistry.
And loyalty's got to be big among that group on that sideline, doesn't it? Loyal to each other.
Big time. Loyalty to one another, and then also a common focus on really serving the players to the best of their ability collectively. He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
The Magic have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. Boston trailing. Outside Irving. Inside. It's deflected. Pass to Fournier. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Brown. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Williams dishes to Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Jay, drops in the tray. Jay's got 15 points.
And Fournier can do a little bit of everything out there, including passing the ball.
Irving kicks to Horford. Outside Williams. Brown against Fournier. Brown the pass to Horford. The kick out to Williams. Floats one. Rebound by the Magic.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Count that one from Isaac.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Outside Tatum. To the middle. It's stolen by Vucevic. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Isaac with the ball. Here's Jay. Goes back up. Count that one from Isaac. And now an 8-point Magic lead.
Well, you have to keep Isaac off the boards. I mean, when he's that close to the rim and has good position, he's a threat to grab a bunch of rebounds.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Isaac. J.J. Redick's checked in for Fournier. And D.J. Augustine subbed in for Jaren Grant. And a new group in for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Hayward comes in for Williams. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Baines finds Hayward. Shot clock at 6. Smart up top, covered by Redick. Boston again missing. On offense, here are the Magic. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Jay in a big-time jam right there.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
And Baines kicks to Rozier. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. From 13, and it's Baines missing.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Magic.
And so Orlando again turning it over. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Smart against Gordon. Smart passes to Tatum. Five on the clock. Hits from the high post. Tatum's got 9.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Jay, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And Hayward with the stuff.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. My goodness.
OMG, that's how you silence a crowd.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Grant is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Jay. Then it's Bamba. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Here's Horford, sent away.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Grant the pass to Jay. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Orlando. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle. And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, fatigue really a factor. You can see the heavy legs, and that's why he was wide open on that shot. The defender just couldn't get to him.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Bamba, and it's Jonathan Isaac in for Aaron Gordon. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Brown comes in for Smart, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Rozier. Irving from long range. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Isaac misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The shot by Hayward, wide open. It's hauled in by the Magic. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down.
great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Fournier passes to Jay. Here's Isaac. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Jay. And the layup stood off the glass. Jay's got 27 points.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision and passing. So good at spotting the open man.
Irving kicks to Brown. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
Celtics trail by 9. Here's Irving. Isaac with the steal. And stolen by Irving. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. And no good. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Jay, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player of the group that came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, championships, Hall of Fame stature. I think he may be the best NBA bucket.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there, too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough. Didn't play long enough.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Orlando.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
Greg, we don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jay.
And you know what stood out to me, Kevin, was his confidence. I mean, he was taking a lot of good shots and knocking them all down.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jay.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Here's Baines. Rebound by the Magic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Cross, that's good.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
.30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sinks the triple.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Count the basket.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 12. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they look emotionally spent.
From about 16, Baines, no good with the tip. Pass to Jay. Out to the right wing. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that.